Oh, hurrah. Yeah, it takes that beat for all of the icons to come up on screen. Hello, friends! I got a special Monday edition of the game for you, where you'll find me now, which is essentially a main character energy, kind of, for Gemini or Zach, who has somehow managed to not be able to play virtually at all anytime that we set out to play. So, it's a special Monday edition of some adventures. Any announcements before I unmute? No, you do not understand. I'll post it in the workshop channel. I am so happy with how he came out. Zach gave me a lot of references that I wasn't sure I was gonna make like work together. It turned the fuck out. I'm so happy with it. I did try to put the extra work in because like he's the last officer that's been waiting for one for quite a while, so I put the care in there, but I am in love with it. No major announcements. Obviously, the bingo cards are out there. That's like the new card thing. There is a 20% off coupon today. Probably won't do those too often, but it's out there. So this is a good day to save. I'm gonna tell Alan that I'm gonna unmute so I don't interrupt anyone. And then, hello. Hello.
Hello.
Hello, everybody. We're gonna play Where You'll Find Me Now.
I'm going to fade into the background. Verb.
Excellent. So, this game is just... So, crew, people, those on the ship, what you guys are doing while this is happening is trying to figure out a way to locate, detect, prevent, figure something out to like stop the librarian from getting your tree like it got Soki's tree yesterday. Soki's tree, for the players that, if you guys didn't see yesterday's game, got like nibbled upon by the library. So Soki forgot his language. But not just him, his entire culture forgot their written language.
Yikes.
They also forgot how kites work. And since kites are integral to their society, that was a problem. So, it's the actual role, Kwai, like, they have to be natural. Like, whatever, like, the die has to say it. Oh, sorry. But you guys, they fixed it. Yesterday's game, they fixed it. They gave that tree a transfusion from the Liminal World tree, which seems like a dangerous guess to do. But it worked. And while they're out looking for it, looking for answers or ways to fix this, T has her own little mission, and the captain has given her carte blanche to just take care of it. So Gemini has that book from Kree. He's been trying to like decipher it. He managed to make a recipe for just an amazing spice, but he can't read the rest of it. So T is like taking him to where she thinks people could decipher it. And then Isaac, all hot-headed and wanting to kill the librarian, has overheard the fact that this might help bring down the librarian, so he's on for the ride. And Akhana, T's gonna have to talk to you before this game, before we actually get started. But, so, everybody, we got Gemini at top left, played by Zach. Please say hello. Hi. Excellent. Akhana's played by Akhana. Akhana, excellent. T is played by Kiera.
Hi.
And then we've got Isaac. Isaac is played by Warlord.
Hello.
Excellent. So everybody's like off in the airship, and which has let you guys all just walk the countryside of Yoke. Don't worry, or except for Akhana and Ella, they can be riding motorcycles. Like they're fine.
Excellent.
So we are on this long stretch of road leading to a part of the map we have not been to. I really should have had the map as a thing. Like, we are going to the southwest of Yoke. And you guys are all, like, on this very Nice road. They've laid the bricks out so well that it almost looks perfectly smooth. The sides are like nice, well rocked, and it's just like the road is a little bit larger than like to your scale. And so we're heading towards the fuck, I forgot what I named this town. Anyway, we're heading towards the town of Frog and Dragon. And that's where you guys are. Y'all like a little bit tired from like it's been a long walk.
Wait, who's the little?
Seems like it's been a long everything.
Who's the cool bunny?
Oh, that's Ella. That's Akhana's apprentice.
Oh,
Ella
okay.
wants nothing more than to be a badass super secret agent.
I mean, already has the glasses down, so most of the way there already.
And she's got a piece.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, she does.
Sorry, 1 second. Sorry, Nika was asking me if she could have a breakfast sandwich. Hey, 1 second again.
So sorry. Never mind.
I mean, she's got to get fed, so.
She does have to eat, but then she ran away.
Self-care.
So here we are. We are on our Did you fucking yell at me, Caustic? So we're on our way to that town. It's in the distance. It does like you can see. It's very Greek. Like all of these like pillars and stuff are just actually buildings. And that's Rupert. So this would be the time, T, that you have a discussion with Akhana before you make it into town.
Okay. So I'm gonna pull Akhana, like, not like aside, but just like next to me, so that we can discuss this. And I'm just gonna let me see here. I'm gonna say that I need you to steal something for us. And I'll make it worth your while. It's hidden in a back room and Hey, Les. probably heavily guarded.
Okay.
And do I know like what building? Do I just be
Oh,
like,
you wouldn't know exactly, but you would know that. Sorry. God damn it, Rupert! That cat is driving me crazy today. But you wouldn't know exactly where, but like you would assume that they would have it under like close guard.
lock and key? So I'll just be like, it's probably like a library, repository, museum building.
You do
And
have
it
a
is-
picture you could show her, by the way.
Oh, I have a
Yeah.
picture. I have a picture.
I can. I'll
So
just put
how
it
do
on the
I?
s- I'll put it
Yeah,
on the screen
please.
right here.
Please, dear God, help. Alright, that's the item.
That is the item that you
That
are.
is the item. I believe that it will help us defeat the Librarian. So it's incredibly important that we obtain this. What say you, friend? Are you in?
Well, the first thing I'm thinking of is how, if I get to it, when I get to it, I need to grab it, gather it, put it somewhere. So I have a blink pack that opens a switch to a plane where secret objects can be stored.
See, you're made for this job. You're the only person I can trust.
I know I can take things out of it. I don't know if I can put them in.
Yeah,
Oh.
you can put things in it. You can load it up.
Wait, I'm doing that. Yeah, just have to think about. You said heavily guarded, so do you know about, like, rough estimate how many?
Not a
Oof.
clue.
Yeah.
Not even sure which building it's in. That's gonna be the fun part.
It's an incredibly important, incredibly rare, stupid, insanely rare
museum-ish.
item. Yeah, so like, assume the whole entire army is protecting it because it is so rare that Rare doesn't even know how rare this is. Rare.
At this point, you
Okay,
guys
cool.
have
Cool,
made
cool,
it
cool,
into
cool,
the
cool, cool.
town. Here is the town as you guys make your way in, and it's just absolutely full of dragon people and frog people, and they all like offer like saying hello, the kindest welcomes, like, oh, hello, how are you, how are you, oh, it's like, oh. And then like one of them like walks by Ella and she's like, I haven't seen one of you in a while. It's like, you one of Parses? And Ella just kind of like shrugs. It's like, say hi to your mother for me.
Where in the world is this located again?
This is the south of Yoke.
Okay.
Did not want to create a new page. That was a mistake. But yeah, this is a large, it's a robust, like, beautiful looking city, like Greece or Rome before like everything fell apart. Like pillars, but they do have electricity, like electric lights and fountains everywhere. Wonderful statues.
So Rome, but better.
Yeah, like, what if Rome didn't collapse?
Yeah.
So they're not flavoring their wine with lead. Good to know.
No, they're probably not doing such a thing.
So I think a library would probably be a good place to start. For, figuring out, finding somebody who might be able to help us with this book. A library, or if there's a university or anything like that. What do you guys think?
That'd be a good start. That would actually be the best start.
Would I automatically know where to go?
Not really. You know about this city,
Okay.
but it has changed even from what you know about this city.
Oh wow. So I wouldn't be like, let's go to the office or like whatever. I'd just be like, let's go hunt around and see.
Yeah, basically. Unless you thought like going and talking to like the people directly in charge was what you want to do, then like you can see the big building. It's basically fucking like Congress or that kind of situation. It's a big
Okay.
old building.
No, I mean, I think their lead is the best one to follow.
Yeah. Also, considering our track record as a whole, going to the government offices right away might not be the best idea.
Fair. But that's also assuming that we learn from mistakes.
Yeah. True.
Also that. So, for the record, I put it on. Is it gonna be on screen? We are here right now.
Okay.
Just a
Fine,
big red
yeah,
dragon on the
big
map. No
dragons.
big deal.
Yeah, not
He's
a problem at all.
also talking to a frog.
Mm-hmm.
Look at the frog. Turns out it was a whole city. The cartographer just got really confused.
Oh,
Dragon and frog. Got it.
Someone just said dragon and frog, and he's like, okay, sure, all right.
and we don't ask questions anymore because like squirrels
Right.
and like entire villages of mice
Totally
and
normal squirrels. Totally normal.
totally normal squirrels
Squirrels
that
have always
aren't.
been here.
No. Okay.
So,
So, when
go ahead.
the team walked up to the guards, I did not. Ella and I kind of stayed at the back, didn't make direct eye contact, cloaked, and kind of hung around the bushes.
I made this map too high. I thought everything was going to be at the right level. Give me 1 second. Oop, fixing it for the stream. Oh, it's because we pulled in to see the map. That's what happened. Okay, well, close enough. So yeah, where do you guys take off to? Are you gonna try to gather information on your own?
Actually, I have a question.
Sure.
Can I give an item that I have to Akhana
Yeah.
that they might need in their journey? Okay. I forget what it's called, so let me find it in my notes. Because I'm a terrible person and I forgot it.
Oh yeah, it's absolutely the worst.
I literally... the thinger, the item. The item that I bid for.
Oh, the bird. Like the,
yes.
like,
I
the
would
food.
like to give that. Because they, you might have to ask somebody questions and get the truth out of them.
Mm-hmm.
So I will give you that item and I'll be like, use this wisely, my friend. Good luck.
No problem.
Yeah. Fuck it up.
Right, so
Well, I'm gonna play this now, but it doesn't have to come into effect until later.
sure.
Or
Ever.
I am claiming a legendary ability for maybe at the end of the session or something.
Okay. Absolutely. These guards are just walking around. I'm just trying to get them on the right screen correctly. Is all. I'm not moving them because they're attacking you or anything.
Well,
Also,
yeah,
for 0 AP, I want to use tracker and tag it on the back of T's outfit,
Awesome.
armor, whatever she's wearing, because I'll be able to have a magic compass that shows me the direction that she's going in.
You can
And if
find
they
us
end
when
up
you've-
going to the library, I will find out.
That does make sense.
Yep.
I suppose I would be asking for directions towards the local, the best library that might have research material.
Go and roll me a 20-sider real quick.
Oof.
Oh gosh.
A 6 is something.
Here we go.
So,
It's the middle of the road.
middle of the road is the exact same as a 6.
Oh, it is. Nah,
Yep.
that's my bad.
A 6 is the middle of the road. But it's fine. We'll let it rock. So now it's a 10. But, so,
Oh, I already refunded that because I thought they were the same thing.
Gemini, as you're going around asking people, how you might feel like they can help, if they can help it. Yeah, it's fine. It's fine.
Thanks.
You get, here are your two options. You can find somebody that will instruct you in the right direction, but they seem a little shady. Or you will just have to continue looking around and you'll have to make another and you notice somebody watching you.
I'll go with the second one.
You do notice one of the Dragon King guys, it's just he's big, he's very formal. He's wearing a black suit. He's just marking down in a little book. Who every time you go up to somebody and talk to them, you see him writing down in this little book. And he's not particularly hiding it.
So
go ask
since
him.
I'm
Oh, go ahead, Pete.
Oh, well,
Or-
just
or-
since
or-
I'm
so-
hanging out with him, can I just turn around and be like, "What you doing?" to the guy that's taking notes?
Yeah, would either of us notice that?
You would notice it after he notices. If he tells.
Oh, okay. After. Okay.
Okay.
So he's got to do it. All right.
Yeah. So I'm just gonna go up to the guy and be like, "Hello, good sir. You seem quite
Studious.
observant. Would you be able to tell us which way the library is?"
And he flips his book closed. And he's like, "Why, of course, Mr. Gemini."
Huh.
And it's like, "I can lead all of you exactly where we need to go." And I assume this is the wonderful Isaac. And he goes over and he puts his hand out for a handshake.
Isaac shakes his hand.
He
But,
does that. He does that full thing where he puts his his other hand over your hand and shakes it vigorously.
Oh. Ugh.
He's probably looking me dead in the eye, and he sees what everyone else would think is a blank stare. He'd probably feel some sort of animosity or like heavy suspicion towards him.
Sorry,
That's
sir.
that's what he would get.
You
He
know who
pats
we
your
are.
hand. Oh, sorry.
I don't
He's still-
recall
he's
your
still-
name.
He's still doing his introductions real quick.
Oh,
And
okay. Okay.
He spins over to T and he's just like, "My dear friend T." You see him look in his book for a second, and he's just like, "It's T, is it?"
That is what my friends call me.
And what if
Who
we
are
weren't
you?
friends? And he closes his book and puts it away. My cat is screaming.
We
like,
go by
I don't-
Terra Lord.
Terra Lord. It's always important to be formal, prim and proper. We know. He looks around it's just obviously, you have some things you want to ask. What is the interest in the library specifically, Gemini? It doesn't say here.
Stay here.
I would like to get proper introduction. What was your name first?
Oh, I'm the Arbiter.
Okay. How do you know who we are?
Because I can read.
Well, no, I mean, how did you get the information? Knowing.
Because I read it in this book. But
Okay,
don't you worry about that.
Okay,
I can
okay.
see you're all dusty from the road. That was quite a walk, wasn't it? It's strange that you didn't use the sub or the airship, but I expect the rest of them are doing something. You all always are.
We sure are.
T is suspicious. T is suspicious.
Mhm.
It's
But yes, you see, we have business here in town, but we don't know enough about the town. I would like to do some research in the library. Don't want to, cause any problems.
Oh,
any cultural
absolutely.
misunderstandings and such.
absolutely, and he's just and it's this way.
And then I kind of lean over, whisper to him. It's also libraries and books, and I mean, you know enough about me, you know why that's important.
Oh, we know all about you and your strange ales. It's just you realize that's more fuel than drink, right?
Depends
use
on
it-
the ale.
He motions around. We use it to light these to light these lights. And you just do see a bunch of oil lanterns just burning with stink flower ale.
Flower's pretty good stuff, honestly.
I have a question,
Wondrous.
actually. That's a really
Sure.
stupid question. Does the Stinkflower Ale have an actual smell?
The ale itself, I think it has a taste, but it doesn't have a smell, which makes it very off-putting.
Mm.
I think when the stink flower is a flower, it definitely stinks.
Oh yeah, it smells like rotting flesh.
Yeah.
So it definitely doesn't really tempt you into wanting to try it.
I mean, it also looks like decaying fingers on a
Neat.
hand.
Ugh.
Neat, appetizing. One thing, just I don't have a character sheet again.
How do you never have a character sheet?
I don't
Does
know.
everybody else have character sheets?
No, I have a character sheet.
I
Yeah,
have one. It's outdated, but I have one.
I should really print mine out so that I always have it, because my notebook needs more stuff in it. But
Show 2 players. Can you see that? Oh wait, no, I know what happened. I did it again.
Okay. I believe in you.
I remembered what I did. There you go. It's all fine now.
Yay, thank you. There it is. Okay.
Yeah, I figure just playing along with this guy, hopefully he'll let something slip.
So yeah, he walks you all three of you right into this long hallway, and you do see like scrolls on the walls. And he's just like, we're going the back route because of course you don't want to be like bothered. And then he's just like, if you could just wait here, we'll bring out the librarian for you. And he motions to 3 chairs.
You're gonna bring out whom?
The librarians, so they can locate your books. We can't just have anyone going through our stacks, you understand.
Oh, this isn't a public library.
Oh, it's public information? People getting information without... woof. They told me you were funny.
My internet just died.
We can hear you though.
No, I just came back. I'm very
quickly.
Welcome
I
back.
missed everything that just happened.
You're being walked into a library. Well, you're being walked through a hallway into three very plush, very like, they're not like the fanciest chairs that you've ever seen, but they're going to be comfortable to sit in. There's a large draped cloth in front of you as like you were sitting on this like semicircle like stage thing. There are like little desks in front of everybody with like quills and pens. A librarian, not the librarian. The librarians.
Yeah, Nika heard my panic, and I was like, she knew.
Quote unquote librarian.
Yeah, like a legitimate one.
Well,
okay.
we'll see.
Librarian,
We'll see. I don't trust it yet.
I don't know what I've ever done to wrong all of you so hard.
No idea what's going on.
So do you all just take a seat in your chairs?
I'm gonna pace, and I never sit. T never sits. She doesn't sit.
I broke off from the group. I'm outside still. Just waiting, hiding.
I'm going to sit and just kind of keep my eyes out. My eyes open. See if we're being watched.
Right, sorry, 1 second.
As I left.
See what's wrong with my cat. He is really yelling.
Okay.
Oh no.
I can actually tell you what's wrong with his cat. It's because he was sitting in this seat next to me, but then my cat took over the seat next to me, and now he's very distressed. You might have heard earlier before we started the stream where my cat was doing all the yelling. That's because Terrence was in the seat, and Rupert wanted the seat.
No sharing.
It's big enough for them both.
I get to hear from my cat.
Meow.
I am busy.
Meow.
My cat is silently sitting on the back of my chair, just kind of curled up napping. So,
What is a silent cat like?
A blessing.
She's just a delight. I can't compliment her enough.
He
My
was
cat
screaming
is,
like he was sick.
Tell us about your cat.
He seems fine now. He's just fucking sitting on the
He-
chair screaming.
He
at me.
started howling specifically because Rupert is now in the seat that he was in.
Oh, okay. I
That's it. That's why.
had no idea what was going on. All right, so
Warlord, what about your
Yep.
cat?
Oh, my cat, she's adorable, a great little thing. Quiet until she decides, I want to be in his room. And then she'll just yell.
Yeah, seems legit. Okay.
all right, so crew on the actual ship. While they are doing that, I am going to ask you all, what are you doing in preparation for, like, how would you detect or stop the librarian if he got close to the ship? What's the plan there? Does anybody have one? Like, I think I saw Midnight posting about the fact that he would lay down like the anchor things around. Is that the plan? Do we need more plan? Like, does anybody have anything thought out? And that is what you guys' mission are. You're flying around the space, like like through the hallways, but you do know that that's never where the librarian is. That their anchors Nut eggs. The nut eggs. Nut eggs. But yeah, so that's what that is. And just go ahead and post your idea. Something happened to Kay. Why is Kay on fire? That's weird.
What?
Why is Kay on fire?
Why is Kay on fire?
Kay suddenly burst into flames. I can't answer it. So Akhana, you are wandering the streets undetected by. Like, I really should have been better about this map thing. My fault.
Did the guy come back as well
Not
with the?
yet.
Okay.
We're moving around to take care of other storylines real quick.
No, that's okay. I'm curious if he's coming back, I guess.
Hey, maybe. I don't know. So Akhana. You are wandering the streets, like nobody's asking you, like, you're not suspicious at all because you are, good at your job. What would you like to do? Who would you like to ask? Would you like to just go up to big buildings and start breaking in the windows?
It does sound like something I would do, but I think this one, because of the target, is going to be a little bit more delicate. I'm going to use 1 AP for disguise. Let's see. Anything around me I can use to disguise myself.
Yeah, you walking past like merchant shops and like you can probably like grab some cloth off of like clothes, like scarves and stuff, and wrap yourself up all nice.
Yeah, gonna do that. Actually gonna resemble T's wardrobe a little bit. Also grab an extra scarf for Ella.
Oh, Ella is all about it. Ella wraps it up as a turban.
Yep, keeping her shades on, keeping her head down, and I actually want to ask one of the merchants if, let's see.
Please be the purple frog merchant. I love him.
Okay.
I love him.
Although I don't trust you, but okay.
Oh.
I'm gonna ask if like, hey, I'm from Yoke and always looking for exciting things happening. If anything maybe exciting has been brought to this town recently, antique or artifact or, something flashy.
Roll me a 20-sided real quick.
Hold on. Oh.
Failure.
Wait.
Oh wow.
Wait.
That was not good. That is not.
Wait, do I have a card to fix this? Hold
No,
on.
don't
Already
worry.
fixed.
I think so.
Oh, thank God.
All right, so it's a
Hell
20.
yeah.
It's just like the fog's very excited. She's like, "Oh, Yoke! I heard they went through so much recently. What with the soldiers arriving and then that massive drug problem. We never had a drug problem in this town. Of course not. We're just, you understand. Anyway, my condolences if you lost anyone during the tragic event. I heard there was a giant hermit crab. Was there really a giant hermit crab? I don't believe that. Like, I would believe if you told me, but I don't personally believe it. Like, secondhand, you understand. Then of course I was like, oh, what's happening here now? What happened now? They are cleaning the museum. They're restructuring. They decided that it brings in more profit if, like, we have a gift shop. More, at the entrance and the exit. So they're trying to resettle that whole thing. I think we need to just squeeze a couple more pennies out of that. That'll be great. There's of course the. Well, if you just came into town, you wouldn't know this, but we have 3 of the crew of the Wanderpus that are about to be put on trial. I can't escape my stall here, not right away. but most of the town is already there in attendance. People behind that cloth sheet, you do start to hear a bunch of muttering and mumbling from the other side. It's just like, they say they're being charged with extortion of information. Like, the theft of information, conspiracy to commit an information theft, and illegal use of draconic knowledge.
Oh, yeah, I haven't heard of that. I am familiar with their reputation, and
Terrible
doesn't
folks.
sound
from
like
I've
what
heard.
they would do, though.
Oh, no. You may have had more contact with them than me. All I've heard is, I've heard the bad things, of course. Perhaps you've heard the good.
I'll say it's a mixed bag.
It's just like, if you are looking for interesting art or anything like that, I am sad to say that I believe the museum will be closed during these events. Just don't got the manpower right now. And did you need any of this fruit? And like in front of you is just like some of the weirdest looking fruit you've ever seen. Like, this stuff doesn't look like stuff that grows on Liminal.
Sure, I'd like to try a few of these later.
You're making Gemini very happy.
It's like, excellent. So, crew that, so you know the museum is mostly empty right now, if that's where the thing is. You know that your friends are about to be put on trial. Well, friends might be hard, a strong word, but... So the cloth does drop for you guys. Oh, again, I have to probably adjust the map. I made these maps way too big. That's my fault. Oh no, that worked. That worked just fine. Never mind. I got it in one, and just considered myself a fuck up on it. Yeah, so you guys are sitting in front of this huge crowd. Like, as it drops, all of the seats are taken by frogs and dragons and dragon frogs and lizard men. And you all just sat down, and you see the guy who introduced himself as the Arbiter. My cat's yelling. He appears right down here for us. It's like, my fellow citizens in this wonderful city of ours, we are here to adjudicate against these 3 thieves of knowledge. These 3 conspiracy creating little information. Then he like stops and he's just like, misers.
What now?
It's like, we all agree that if it's information that we have come up with, it belongs to us. But these crew members of the Wanderpus are here, saying that they have a right to our information without paying, without asking. This one, points at Tengu, has read out of one of our sacred texts and recreated a recipe. I hear he may have plans of reproducing this recipe and selling it at a restaurant. Deep gasps from everybody.
I would just like to say I did not realize this was private information,
Oh,
and
why?
I will gladly pay for it. And I've only been able to reproduce it once.
We know you will pay. We are merely here to decide how much.
Fair
This
enough.
one points to T. Or, it's like this one, T, or Terralore, as she has recently made me aware of. And, like, turns and looks right at T. Is hiding many things, even from those she calls her friends. But alas, who are we to judge who the hiding from? The main thing I'm worried about is we have it on good authority. The T here believes they can vanquish one of their great foes. With information and items that we possess, and she had no intention on paying the dues. And then,
I don't say a word. Mm-mm.
worst of all, the bottom of the barrel. A thief of our sacred, holy items. And they may claim they were given it as a prize for a contest, and that is ridiculous. Who would ever? But this one points finger at Isaac. This self-proclaimed librarian of an octopus-shaped submarine was given a golden pen. And what did he do with one of our sacred items? He wrote a planet out of existence. And, like, everybody gasped.
We're like, when did that happen?
Yeah, why did you do that?
Well, if I didn't, the planet would have probably destroyed the entire plane of Liminal.
When did
And there
this
was
happen?
no
What
other
planet?
way to destroy this, I take it. No other possible way to stop this event. You callously removed a living creature from history entirely, setting off a domino effect that we will never fully understand.
I'd like to ask, if it was erased from history, how do you know about it?
We have our ways.
Oh, okay, okay.
You think we are not aware of the things that you do, your minor little travels away from this planet, your
Okay,
strange engines?
So how much does T kind of, like, suspect right now?
You would suspect, you know who their ancestors are. Like, it would click into place. It's like, that's who they were.
Okay. So would I automatically know what that notebook was? And the pen?
Yeah, you wouldn't see
Like
the
what
pen.
he was doing?
He wasn't writing the pen down. He was making notes of that. But yeah, you would know that very similar to the way that you get information, they get information.
I'm trying to figure out a way to, like, sling accusations back. But I also don't want to, like, give up too much. I hate it. This is always like the catch-22 that I never know what choice to make.
You do somebody does come back through the hallway that was there, and it's just like, oh, your defense has arrived.
Oh God.
Oh, no.
That's fantastic.
Hold on, I think.
Good
everyone
afternoon,
needs-
Lord Arbiter. Juris Ipsiloquitur, Esquire, for the defense.
Of course, Juris. You have the floor. If you have anything possibly kind to say about these thieves.
Well, absolutely, I do have many things to say. Of course, with this sort of a difficult case, there is always a question as to what the value of something is worth. Specifically, the value of this thieving information is worth, and what it may be used for, whether there is an attempt to mitigate this actual information, and otherwise how you can use this mitigation to, in fact, make someone whole. In this case, Lord Arbiter, I submit that while this is only a question of damages, the damages, in fact, should only be something minimal. Much like, if I may cite some case law early on, the case of Macaw XREL Self-Preservation Society v. Reedy. Of course, that seminal case in terms of liability for the theft of information while blackout drunk. While it's not directly on point, I think given the nature of what this crew has done, I think it is a critical case for this court to look at in determining there.
This is before we drag the name of Reedy in this. We all understand that Reedy has gone on to do wonderful things. Wonderful things, correct? King of Pastora, amazing man. Sired countless offspring. We all accept Reedy. But what have they done? Time after time, they misuse their information that they have gained without giving any compensation. And have done terrible things with the gifts that they were given. Like, so I have it on good authority that he has not even offered to return the book to us.
We just arrived. Like, you did.
First thing you should have done would have been give the book back.
Not know the book belonged to here?
You stole it from a moth.
From what?
You stole it from a moth girl.
A moth girl.
Kree is the moth
Who
girl.
herself had stolen many
No.
Do you?
No,
Are you-
if I may interject, sir,
Of course.
I believe that my client does actually raise an important point, is that there is, of course, the matter of secondary liability, specifically in the theft of a theft. Is it actually a theft?
If you murder a murderer, is he not murdered?
Depends on if it's an execution.
We've outlawed those barbaric laws long ago.
I mean, yeah, I don't agree with it either. But
If they're dead, how do they pay you back? Is that correct, crowd? And the crowd all... Wait, hold on, I'll let you know if the crowd is on his side right now. Kind of. Like, that's like, yeah, okay, that's an okay point.
It's a point.
and I do want to point out, we were seeking a library.
And it isn't like we knew the person who greeted us or trusted them to hand such an important tome back too carelessly.
You don't even know what's in the tome.
It doesn't matter, does it?
We have different problems with you.
I was hoping to find a library or researcher to help let me know what, what this tome even was. I couldn't really identify it. If it belonged here, I would have gladly returned it.
Let's not also neglect the fact that you led us here under false pretenses without informing us of anything. You didn't even try to speak to us and say, hey, here's the problem, let's see if we can get it solved. You just brought us here without us knowing.
If I may,
Go ahead.
my apologies, Lord Arbiter there. Just to get ahead of my client there. Of course, my clients are not necessarily challenging this court's jurisdiction, which is well set in Prague DD v. Zendenberg. However, they do raise a point there as to the question of knowledge of the knowledge, but what we would, I believe, have previously called metadata, and the critical of how that metadata necessarily changes the value of the data itself.
We all accept that ignorance of the law is not exception from the law. And let us be frank, the minuscule crimes of Tengu planning on using our information for profit, absolutely, we could definitely come to some form of compensational agreement. We can understand that. And Terra Lore here, with her ideas of slaying some foul thing, that as much as I would love it, we don't actually have enough information on what you're after to realize if it's a threat one way or the other. So, I will accept there is some wiggle room in both of these cases. So let's set them both on the back burner for now. But the truest problem here lies with Isaac. Sorry, what was your name? Wickerman?
It is Isaac Wicklaw.
Wicklaw. So, erasing an entire planet from just space entirely. Do you state that this did or did not happen, Isaac?
This did happen.
And other than your own assurance that it was for the protection of the world, do we have anything that states complementary to this?
Many of the
Objection,
reports that we
Your
have
Honor.
from that-
Mhm.
Yes, objection, Your Honor. Called for speculation.
The whole the judges. There's only everybody in the audience are the judge, and you suddenly realize they're all dressed as such, and then that's just So, yes, ooh, sick burn. Real quick, because I want to keep going with Akhana's story as well. Akhana, you have found the museum. It is just Akhana and Ella just standing outside this museum. There are 2 guards posted, but they are both having like a very in-depth conversation right now. I can get them put down. I thought I had them here, but one is going to be a frog. Don't worry about the Viking hat. He's not actually a Viking.
Good to know.
One is just a little dragon guy. He is a dragon guy. How do you plan on getting beyond them and into said museum?
I lean down, look right at Ella. Tell her it's time to up the badassery. We're going to have my side dagger. Have her side dagger. And I'm going to use 1 AP to put poison on them.
Oh, which is murdering?
Actually, 1 AP, blue poison, victim falls asleep for an hour.
There's better ways to go about this.
Oh no, it's okay. We're gonna put him.
Sleep poison.
Absolutely okay. So yeah, just go ahead
On
and
a
roll.
dagger. On a dagger.
Yeah, just a little cut. You just sneaking up to him, or you just gonna go up and ask him a question and then just pa.
Yeah, I'm gonna ask them for the time, but then actually draw their attention to me so she can go up behind the frog and get him in the back of the leg. And when the dragon turns around to find out what happened to the frog, I'll just get him, in the back. I don't know.
Oh, please
In
give
the
me
arm.
20-sided. Let's see how this one rolls out.
Okay. Thanks, God.
Believe in the heart of the die. Tough choice. Okay, so your tough choice is going to be like in the moment you see the perfect time to just nick the dragon guy as you walk past. You don't even need to wait for him to like watch. This is the perfect moment. You can get him, but the frog is going to see Ella and is going to like try to grab for her because he thinks she's picking his pocket. Or alternately, like you get the frog asleep, like Ella manages to do it exactly how you said, but the dragon does see it happen and he's gonna like try to like bear hug you from behind.
I'll take the second option, but nod to Ella so that she goes after the dragon when he tries to grab me and his hands are around me.
I'm gonna do the roll to see how well he does for it, like for the grab. He did very badly. So yeah, Ella just kind of like chucks the knife like over your shoulder and it just sinks into his collarbone. He's like, what? And he goes to pull it out. He's like, this little, and then he passes out right on his face.
I'm gonna add rhinestones to her sunglasses. That was dope.
She's just like 2 thumbs up, and she gives them both the finger because she spent too much time around Amel lately.
Hell yes. Me too.
Everybody, fingers down all the way. All right, so this is where you're gonna be, and we'll get back to the law case. Also, did anybody say anything about plans for detecting the librarian? I have been bouncing back and forth a lot.
Yeah, we should focus on that. I think we haven't talked about that really.
Okay. This is the inside of the museum. It's got like wonderful paintings. A little thing that you will recognize is a lot of these paintings are from like scenery that you have seen in other worlds. Just little thing to do. But what are you guys' like detection plans? And then you guys in the chat, you players, if you guys have any ideas too, just shout them out. We can try to spark up more conversation for them. But also it's fine if nobody has any ideas. We can just get right back to the lawyering.
Real quick question. How well does Isaac know Reedy, and what's the relationship between like Isaac and Reedy like?
He wasn't in the game with them, but you guys like reputation wise. I don't think Isaac has ever had any like direct contact with Reedy.
No, nothing direct. There was that one game where we had to go to different places to fix issues, but even then, when we went to,
I asked because Reedy's showing up.
Oh, I can't have Reedy show up for that.
No?
I can't. No, Reedy can't be here. Reedy is in the middle of something else.
Okay.
I'm sorry. We'll refund that one. Reedy can't show up. Sorry, man.
Dang.
That would be so cool, though. Like
It would be funny, but like, Reedy is. You'll know on Friday. Like Friday's a big game for Reedy, so he's planning his wedding, and if you try to pull him away from that, he's not gonna like the crew.
Oh, we can't have that.
Just thinking it's like, he'd heard there was a big event and thought it was a party, but yeah, I forgot about the Reedy wedding thing.
He actively left this place, like.
He's just gone.
So, out of character.
Sure.
Caustic pointed out, who gave Isaac the pen.
Oh, that was the scholars of the page.
I guess I don't know enough about the scholars, and I do apologize. I'm not brushed up on that.
Oh no, that's fine.
That's fine.
None of you really know a lot about them. Hilariously.
They're only
pretty universally well regarded, though, right?
They just came to. It was during a speakeasy stream, if I remember.
It was.
And...
Yeah, you can tell it if you got it.
Yeah. So during I'm saying this out of character just because this is the easiest way to explain it. During a speakeasy stream, they came, and while there was a lot of fun and stuff happening, they had a contest for storytelling or rumors. You just any rumors that you've heard, any stories that you might know of, share it, and you had a chance at a prize. The person with the best story or rumor would receive a prize. Isaac's rumor was one that he had heard as a child, that the root of the word tree, at the very base of it, is a book.
When he says like you're saying this out of character, but are you telling T this in character? You're not telling T.
I mean, I can tell T. It's no big deal.
Because like, if you are like you said, you're having this like out of character, you don't have to do a voice or anything. That's perfectly fine. Like giving that, if you tell T that you heard a rumor about the root of the word, T, that sparks in you immediately, like just like flash eyes. If you are down any AP, your AP goes all the way back up to max. You're not happy that somebody else knows about the root of the word.
Okay, so here's the thing. I was gonna bring it up to defend myself regarding the pin anyway.
So no. Then do what you were gonna do. Do the thing.
Yeah.
I'll just be secretly pissed about it.
You can give that like what you just said. We can say that like that is how it happened. That is how you ended up with that pen.
Yeah.
Okay.
And like the arbiter is gonna like raise his hand for silence for a moment. He's just like, you see what the people of this world, how they treat our sacred artifacts as party favors for those story mongering paper people. They fully believe that they are the center of the universe. They fully believe that without their mighty tree, everything would be forgotten. But we know better, don't we? And they all nod. Oh, go ahead.
So pause, hold on. Can we finish? What is at the root of the word tree? I apologize.
The root of the word tree, you would know that there is an interconnected root of all word trees, or at least there is a fabled one. It's a fable for your people, that there is the infinity tree, like the tree that birthed all the trees, the tree that the seeds of the universe are grown from. It's like it is as far above a word tree as a word tree is above a normal tree. That is what it is.
Okay.
But
okay,
people shouldn't know about it.
yeah. Okay. Thanks. Ugh.
He just aggressively attacks Isaac. How do you know?
I'm just gonna be stressed over here. It's fine. Nobody panic. So am I actively glowing right now?
Glowing enough that if people are looking, they see it. If people want to see it, they can see it. Or if you want people to see it, they will see it.
Okay.
I'm going to whisper to my clients. I'm not sure this is necessarily the best option to, show yourself there. But I mean, honestly, I can't stop you. You do you. But this is a very important case for me.
I just whispered back. Apparently, it's an important case for all of us, considering we didn't even know this was going to end up happening.
Well, just be glad you have me in your corner.
And it's like you see the arbiter look up and it's just like, shall we take a recess? It's like it is around time for lunch, and they do start bringing in just absolutely amazing looking food. Just fried doughs and fried meats and just all of these haunches of just amazing looking food. Basically euros just on an insane amount, and they wheel it out in front of everybody, and the arbiter sits down at the other side, directly across from you guys while you're eating, and he just starts eating. It's just how do you guys think this is going? I'm having this is a good day for me, as he shovels in but what basically is Greek salad.
Well,
who asked us
record,
that? I'm sorry.
The arbiter.
The guy
And
who led
he's
us here.
casual as fuck. He hasn't been this casual with you guys since he showed up.
Well, on the record, I concur with the recess. We can't have our relevant deciders try to do this on an empty stomach. Off the record, well, we've Arbiter, we've done this a bunch of times. I still think I'm going to kick your butt, but I always think that. So we'll see how it goes.
You've gotten me a couple of times. He's gotten me a couple of times. He's tricky, this one. You guys lucked out when the draw. If I was on your side, I'd be arguing different. I wouldn't be given as much case law, but it's differences. It's just we're both so close. Whoever wins, he leans forward. He's like, whoever wins this one, we get a spot on the council.
Absolutely, there, and what they always said in school. If you have the facts, use the facts. If you don't have the facts, use the law. If you don't have the law, use your fire breath.
Use your fire breath. Got that passion.
I'm so sorry.
Are they giving us any of this food?
Oh yeah, it's fully shared.
Okay, yeah. Oh, it's amazing. Oh, hey, Arbiter. I know.
Oh, please call me Phil. I'm sorry. Call me Phil.
So.
Named after King Philip I.
Oh wow, this food's amazing.
It's very
now,
good, isn't it?
I know you're all big about protecting your own, information and whatnot, but could I hire? Would it,
You just pay the merchant.
No, hiring people to make some of this stuff for the hotel.
Oh, you go down to the market. You go down to Market Street. Ask them. Hire them. Get it in a contract. Just let me tell you, none better for contracts than this guy right here. He just points to Juris. He's like, this guy, Fucking contract law like crazy. Woof. I'll get
Yep.
you. I'll get you where you're going.
Yep.
And it's
My
just like
thanks, thumbs up.
he just keeps eating. All the guys in like the judge robes in the audience are also just eating a lot. Like everybody's just like mowing down on food. Some of them keep coming up and being like, "You guys are doing great. This is great." One of them comes up and like puts his hand out to T. He's just like, "I'm honored to meet you."
I just kind of, I'm like, lean over to Isaac and be like, I've never been on trial before. It's kind of fun.
I don't. Isaac is bewildered, just full
we're
on
all,
like
like,
losing
I'm
his
astonished.
just
What
like,
is?
what is even going on right now?
So T shakes this person's hand because at this point, why the fuck not?
It's gonna be this pink frog, by the way. I love this pink frog.
All right, hey Pink Frog, what's up? A pleasure to meet you. What is your name?
Oh, my name is Stefan.
Oh, pleasure to meet you.
It's
What
like
is your profession here?
Oh, I'm a judge. You might have seen me sitting out there in a black robe. The hat, and the wig, kind of like you know what? I'm not knocking any other cultures. If we do like vote against you, know that it's not for like personal respect. I love everything you do. I've read a lot. Very good. It's very good.
Gosh, what have you read about what I do?
When you went to the squirrel place and you like really psyched up that other like, she was riding a frog and she's like an axolotl, and you were like, hey, you can do it, and then then she managed to petrify all those like, well, she did something. We can't. And the frog leans close. She's like, we can't really like document what happens outside of this world, but like anything we do here, we know about. So like, it's like, and she like slowly says anything as she like slowly gazes at Isaac.
Interesting. And what is the central repository for all of this information?
And she's just like, like your little like, you got one. We got one too.
Interesting.
And she like elbows you, like frog elbows.
Uh-huh. And who is the primary keeper of yours?
Well, this is like, it's the council, and it's the winner of this, one of them gets to go on the council.
Yeah.
It's amazing. Like, these two are great though, aren't they great?
Yeah, they are great. How many people are on the council though?
12 people on the council. I'm not gonna make it. I know I'm not a good enough.
Oh no, you could make it. What are you talking about?
You think I can make it? I don't think I can make it. Oh.
No, I think you can make it.
Please roll me a 20, Cider.
Oh, okay.
I'm making this a 20. I am making this a 20.
You just gotta roll it to make sure it's not a 1 first.
Roll 1d20. I think I did it.
7, but if Warlord does make it a 20, I'm just gonna go with it. Okay. So Stefan believes in herself 100%. She 100% believes in herself, and she believes in you. And she's like, there's no way that you were gonna use our information for anything nefarious. I know that. You know that. We know that. You know what? You got me on your side. And I will become a counselor. And then when I'm a counselor, you guys will have me on your side. We are going to change the world.
Yes, we are.
She puts her fist out for a fist bump.
Yep, I fist bump, and I'm like, I can't do it without you.
Fuck yeah.
I can't do it without you.
Everybody else, you guys weren't like privy to this conversation because you're eating and talking about Warlords just being very confused.
Yeah, no, like literally rubbing the sides of my head, just like, what the fuck is going on?
But you guys see this fist bump happen, and it feels like there's an explosion. Like something just happened.
I didn't hear anything what happened, but sounds like a good job on the old ex parte there. That's what we're going to need if we have a good shot at winning this.
Yeah.
And
okay.
Phil just like finishes the last of his like is everybody else eating though? Like, is it just Gemini and like all of the dragons people?
Yeah, I'm not.
Okay.
The Gemini is loving this food.
It's
T
so
just
much.
like hands down does not eat random food she's handed from anybody. It's just not. safe.
So is any of this stuff like recipes you guys didn't come up with that I can get later?
It's like, oh, we made all this stuff. It's come straight off the street. Like, and you guys see the fog that served Akhana. Not that you guys would know it, but the camera would know it. Is the guy like pushing the cart back? He's just like, now that recess is over, he's just like, he made a killing here. He's just, yeah. And like the fruits and the vegetables were all weird. They looked like a lot like the ones that come from our world. Like you guys just had straight up cucumber, and cucumber's fucking alien to you all.
Oh,
It's like a melon, but also a green bean. Fascinating.
God, cucumber is awful.
Yeah.
It's the worst. It's the fucking worst. I'm so glad we all agree that cucumber is bad. Anyway, we might not all agree, but I am gonna say it
No,
loud
cucumbers are pointless. Like,
enough.
why?
That's such a waste of a
They-
vegetable.
they
It's like, what if
ruined it.
iceberg lettuce was solider?
Like, it is. Cucumbers are specifically made to become pickles for
Yes.
burgers and stuff.
You're
Like, that
not
is the only
wrong.
reason. Yeah.
But,
Sorry.
like, they ruin the taste of anything they touch. Ugh.
I stand cucumbers.
Oh no, Akhana,
I know,
no.
it's-
I
in
can
party
eat a
fight.
slice of cucumber.
We're just over here shitting on her
Oh,
snacks.
for the record-
Shit on cucumbers. They aren't that great. I can eat cucumbers, and as a kid, I used to
I
love
agree.
them. But like, it's not something I'm gonna just go to. It's not like a choice to eat a cucumber. It's like, oh, there's a cucumber. I guess I'll snack on that. Maybe.
Pickled cucumber is also not good.
Wow.
Pickled like onion and
I'm learning so
peppers
much.
and stuff, good.
I love
Pickled
fucking
cucumber.
pickled onions. I'll fuck up a pickled onion
Oh,
every
pickled
day.
onions are
Oh.
amazing.
Pickled onions are the best.
All right, sorry about food chat, everyone. Would you guys like to see what you guys see from your point of view? Because I did actually make a
Sure,
map for this
please,
because it's funny.
Please.
Your
Oh,
point of
God.
view is this.
Oh,
Oh man.
Oh,
Like once the sheet dropped, it's just like a big like multiple row balcony, and every single seat is full of a person. And now that your lunch is done, Akhana, what have you been doing during this lunch? Like, please tell me about your. Oh, actually, sorry. Before we get to that, I saw the fact that Kawari does want to make like some rolls with his anchor situation. Nika, can you make me some rolls? I'm very excited.
I think she's managing the cat.
Oh, are you still managing the cat? I'll make the roll.
ooh.
Oh,
God damn.
I'm so sorry, Kawari.
God, that is disgusting. I'm making that a middle of the road. I gotta save my 20s. Where's my cards?
Play the gremlin twice.
We have enough.
Oh, you're
of
gonna
those
play the gremlin twice?
I could.
baby bird.
Alright,
I
it's like,
could.
let me know if you're going to, because the second it hits a 1, we can't change it.
I only have one baby.
Oh. Ah.
Do you
I
want
think we.
Is it a fucking war to change this roll? I need to know before,
Middle of the road.
middle of the road, okay.
Okay.
So making it a 10, alright. So Warlord, here are your choices. Not Warlord, you're Warlord. So Midnight, here are your choices. You do get the anchors out there as some kind of beacon for detection. You didn't have them programmed just right. You can either have them work as detection against the Librarian as they like arrive. And like so like you would know if the Librarian is close. I'm gonna say within like a 2-planet situation. You've managed to put it out. But he's gotta be close to hallways. Now we can say that you convinced them, whoever's driving. You could be driving. I don't know if Professor Winter. No, actually, Professor Winter, you're right here. So, Trafford, you would have to convince Trafford that it's a good idea to go through one of the walls in the hallway, and I'll patch it up when you get back if you can. You guys are gonna have to make rolls for that. Then, once you're out there, then you might be able to set a more vast networking, vast like detection network. That'll work from even further. You'll have a much bigger warning, and you guys will be more forewarned, obviously. But you do have to both risk punching a hole through a hallway, whatever's out there, and then also sealing up the hallway. So less functionality or more work. Those are your choices.
I
Now-
will note for the record that Officer Trafford is willing to be convinced, but make very sure you're right.
Yeah, so I'm going to ask for 3 more rolls if you go for that second option. So just keep that in mind. Akhana, how goes you and Ellis sneaking around?
Well, we're
Akhana
very,
played
very
double up.
sneaky.
Akhana wants to make sure she doesn't fuck it up.
Just in case.
I understand.
We're very, very sneaky.
You got a little apprentice with you. You got to make sure things go right.
Absolutely.
In my head, it's just dun, 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 dun,
Exactly.
dun,
It's Mission
dun, dun, dun,
Impossible. Have her peek in the room. Oh wait, this is just a straight hallway, right?
Yeah, this is just a straight hallway. There's going to be like a path left and right at the end, so you will have like the opportunity to.
Yeah, she will scurry her little bun all the way to the edge and just peek out to the left. I will also peek to the right.
Absolutely. Are you looking for just like locked doors? Are you looking for like back rooms?
Yeah, we'll look for all that.
All right, so just give me
Or
those. Ooh, go ahead.
Kind of a draped cloth, maybe. But
Oh,
I bet
sure.
it's locked up.
Give me 2 20-siders.
Boy.
Because, of course, you played that card.
Believe in you.
So, yeah, those dice were aggressive. I don't know if everybody else saw the same
I don't know
dice.
why
No,
it's
it
go-
was
yeah,
real
I just
fucking
They were
aggressive.
mad. Why were your
That's the
dice so
second time.
mad?
By the way,
No.
making that 19 to 20.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So with a 20, you see exactly what you're talking about, like a clothed off area, and you hear like some like guards. You hear some people and behind the sheet, and they're just like, we're guards. Why do they have us doing that? Is it like because all of the workers are at that trial? It's like we don't get paid enough for this. It's like we don't get paid enough for this, but you know what? Maybe we need to start a union. A union does.
Word.
And now the guards have just like like you hear whatever they were carrying get set down as they start talking back and forth.
I can't begin to tell you how much I feel that as a security guard myself.
I did not think it was gonna hit home. I'm sorry. I just wanted to say stupid words. Do you need to talk about your security guard union woes?
Do you want to get this out?
I mean,
Is this
there's no union, so
Is this the platform?
yeah,
We
just
need to
don't
have
get-
this security guard.
Staffed with
just
the
so you know,
point
y'all
of
know, yeah, security work does not pay well.
Man, that sucks.
That really sucked.
So, we all need to unionize and eat the rich. We know that, right?
Yes.
Just
Oh,
that's-
absolutely.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Cool.
Yeah.
Glad we're all on the same page. All right, so that is down one of the halls. That's to the right. And to the left, you do, like, you see just more of the same. More of the same is not what you're seeing. But Ella down to the left is, like, you see her just sneaking down there. And she gets in, she's like, this one's locked.
Cool. So I have an ability strap, and I can. Oh wait, it's not a weapon. Hold on. Needful hilt. Could I make it a lock picking tool?
Yeah.
No, it's
You're
a
still gonna
basic
have to make a
weapon.
roll for it, but it'll be, you know what? Ella just, like, reaches in her pocket and pulls out a lock picking kit.
Of course, she has one.
Just gives you a thumbs up, and she's like, she motions that she's gonna work on this door if you want to go the other way. Up to
Well,
you. Like, you
I
guys
was
can
gonna
both
say the
stick
other
with-
way looked pretty plain, but I do want to know. I do want to sneak down that way to the right and just feel across the wall to see if there's any like impressions or divots or like switch type items to maybe move a wall or reveal a hidden.
Oh, we're looking for
area.
secret entrances. All right, go ahead and give me
Yeah.
2 20-siders. That's that's a treat for everyone.
All right, let's see if I can not throw them off the side of the map. Oh.
But the 13's a success.
Okay.
You don't see any secret no switches. A switch would have appeared if there was like because I didn't have one, but it would have appeared if it was a 20. But you do see like as you're like doing, you manage to look around and see like these two security guards just sitting on the ground. Like in my head, they are eating noodles out of like traditional Chinese food containers.
Sure.
Like I don't know how that exists now, but that is what they are eating. But behind them is just a wall full of like all of this like bizarre. It almost seems abstract, but like the more you look at it, you realize those are like pictures, or like not pictures, but what are they called? Engravings.
Reliefs? Okay.
Oh yeah, or reliefs, yeah, of roots. There's just like dozens of root systems, like on this like giant wall of information.
I'm gonna use spyglasses, 3 AP, magnify details of small objects nearby.
Oh, absolutely. So like you'll notice right away that one of them has like the flowering buds that have been showing up all over the world on like one of the pictures, and it looks like it grew onto one of those pictures. Like it doesn't. Everything else has like a patina and like has been like there for a very long time, but it looks like it's budding, is what I'm saying.
Noted. I'm not sure what to do with this information, except
Might be a thing to like tell
Nope.
people about and talk back on it later, or steal the whole thing. I don't know how you're gonna steal this. It's basically a wall.
yeah.
I mean, she's got hammer space.
She does have hammer space.
Somehow open a rift. Take
Oh, God, no.
to
Yeah,
a
that's a
rift,
bad idea. Don't do
No,
that.
no,
then
no, no,
open
no, no,
another
no, no,
rift
no, no,
and
no,
take
no,
it
I
out
support, I
elsewhere.
support all
Nope.
of this idea. I support
Gemini,
it.
no.
I'm here for it.
I have blink pack, but I'm saving 3 AP to use that to put the item in that I'm here to get.
Nah.
Captain's like, steal a little sample, just a little taste.
Yeah. I think that's a good idea. I want to carve a petal off of it with my dagger as quietly as I can.
Please make me those rolls.
Oh no.
I didn't stop
has
breathing, you
little
stopped
a
breathing.
wall of treasure as a treat.
Yeah, treat
Give us
myself.
three.
Okay.
See, look at that. You got an 18. Like, yeah, you managed to like pluck exactly what like one of those like bulbs comes like right off. And since it was a success, the other like what you see one of them like leaning back is just like, you know what? I think we should talk more about this union thing. Like, really, just get it set up. And the other one's, that's what I've been telling you for years. Like, you know what? Now is the time. And he stands up and he like throws his like little sash to the ground. He's just like, I'm on strike. And the other one stands up and throws his sash to the ground. Me too. And they just like walk out.
It's too good. Cool,
Oh,
cool,
no.
cool, cool.
I mean, does that mean that she just has the ability to just start taking whatever she wants now?
If we
In
are
this
thinking
room.
thinking that there are only those two guards in here, sure.
If
Oh.
we're thinking, yeah, no. I'll just keep
Okay.
my head down and keep going.
All right. And recess is over.
Ugh.
The arbiter stands up. He's just like, "This has been great, guys. This is like, I really hope you win. I do. I'm on your side." But you know, and he stands up. And he's like, brushes off. Like he's still got some Siki sauce on his face.
I feel
I
like as
point
he's
to
getting
it
up,
to where he has the sticky sauce. I'm like, oh, before we go,
And he's like, wipes it off, and he's just like, "You know what? I like you."
I give him a thumbs up.
as he gets up, if he at all glances towards Isaac, he just sees the look of just pure bewilderment. Just like what?
I just lean over and be like, he's a nice guy. It's just his job.
I get that, but this whole situation is just like.
My dear gentlemen and lady judges, I assume we all had a pleasant recess. It was delightful. We can all thank Craig on Market Square for bringing in the food today. Fantastic. And he starts handing everybody business cards of Craig's. You too.
I
You too,
absolutely,
Gemini. Yeah, absolutely.
file this away.
And it's just Craig's on Market Square. One more time. That's Craig's on Market Square.
I start clapping.
I like this guy. Everybody else, you see, if this was a fucking Telltale game, it just says the crowd will remember this. You're right. You're right. So it's just of course, the planet destroyer, the ender of life, not even ending it, he didn't let it begin.
I turn to Warlord, just kind of give him a slightly disappointed look.
What do you have to say for yourself? Without your help, I would like to hear it straight from the horse's mouth. Why did you think it was worthy to do?
I give a subtle nod to go ahead.
I didn't have any other option.
No other option, he says. Go on.
It was either do that, which you so claim is a crime, writing out a planet, which also, by the way, it was not a planet, it was a moon that did not belong on our plane of existence. That was being brought through wrongfully by someone who wanted to, I don't know, destroy an entire city.
It's funny that you would fear we are aware of the Jotun, and in case when he says it, everybody that knew about it before, you do get it back in your head. It is a giant ice planet that will freeze everything in contact. So, for some reason, when he says the words out loud in this specific situation, it does come back to your memory. A giant ice planet, the Lady Fae was trying to summon it into our world to destroy, into the liminal plane to destroy the liminal plane because she was mad at it. For reasons that we'll get to eventually, because nobody managed to kill her.
She got kicked into another rift.
You would know that the Jotun is just one of many interspace creatures. It is the same as a moth, one of the giant galaxy reality-eating moths. Is the same as a red cap. It's just a natural being. It just exists. It does what it does. There's no maliciousness to it. It just exists. There are plenty of, the Jotun was the ice version. There's a fire version out there. There's definitely a lightning version out there. You know, they just exist. They're elements of nature. So he hasn't swayed you onto his side because he's saying that he basically killed a squirrel to you.
Yeah. I think it's more just the abuse of the pen, but yeah.
Oh wait, that's what he was saying. So he's you say that you destroyed some strange and dangerous creature that doesn't belong on this plane, and then he points at T. But what of that? You work beside her. A strange and dangerous creature from beyond the plains.
Strange and dangerous? Question mark.
Do you deny it?
Objection. Assumes facts, not in evidence.
Yeah.
I'm gonna roll a 20 set. I'm gonna roll a 220 sided. The first one. This is for the Professor Winter's lawyer. Oh god, that's a bad one.
Oof.
Alright, the second one is gonna be for the Arbiter.
Oh, is it double up? Not.
Oh shit, that's right. Okay.
Good job, Zach.
Good catch.
Please be better.
17.
You know, I'm gonna do it all over again. Like, so this 17 is the high for the arbiter. Because I didn't do it right. I didn't do it fair. $16. There's a bunch of muttering in the audience, but they're just like, we allow it! And like the arbiter has a smirk direct, like, no, Phil has a smirk aimed directly at, fuck, I named him and then I forgot it. Juris. Yes. Juris.
Juris tips the luck order, sir.
He has just a smirk right at him, like he's just like, got you for one. Like this time.
I'm keeping a stone face right now. I think I might have something here, but I'm not playing my card yet.
This is like, and would you please answer the question, T? Are you saying that you are merely a resident of the realm of liminal? And you can lie. There is no like spell holding you to the truth.
Okay. Yes, indeed. I am a resident of Liminal.
Please roll me 2d20.
Oh, son of a bitch. Alright.
And you can lie, but you have to roll for it.
Yeah, I know.
Technically, you are a resident on Liminal.
I am.
The wording might be...
chilling.
Stay on the ship.
Oops.
Oh,
I
you
typed
rolled
it
it
wrong.
too. Yeah. It's like, roll
Wait,
two.
did it roll?
Yeah. No space. No space.
I
Between the
put a
two
space in. Hold on.
Yeah, I see it.
Roll 2d20. Yeah, I typed it wrong.
Absolutely.
There we go.
Oh, look at that natural.
Yeah.
Natural 20
Wow.
and a natural 1. What does this
That's a
look like?
first. I don't think we've
no.
ever gotten that. Wow. That's incredible.
Okay.
That's an incredible roll.
That's an incredible roll. What do I
I'm
do?
like pumped
Best
up right
case
now.
and worst case.
Actually, I'd like to make a proposal. Out of character, but in a potentially legal capacity. How about a 20 and a 1 on double up be treated as reap and sow, where the roll is both a 20 and a 1?
I accept this.
I agree.
Wow.
Yeah.
It only makes sense.
I'm still like I rolled a 20, so
Hell
Yeah.
yes.
Okay. So, this scene is getting the 20.
okay.
There's 2 other scenes happening right now. Akhana's breaking into the museum,
Oh,
and the crew
shit.
setting those anchors. Who gets the 1? T? Kiera? Kiera, look at me. Eye contact. Eye contact. You feel the eye
I
contact?
got you.
Okay.
I got you.
Okay. You
No.
have to choose who else eats that 1,
Why
Is
can't
it-
I eat the one?
because you have to eat that 20.
But what?
You take
But
priority.
why?
You take priority.
You want to eat the 1.
You really want to eat the one right now?
I mean, I might be able to work around it.
All right. I'm gonna give it to Akhana then because
Oh, when you
you
pass
seem
that off.
confident.
All right. After you say that, I'm locking that in. You know
Oh,
who
no.
actually gets the 1 in that scene?
I'm so sorry.
It's Ella picking that lock. Who's gonna eat that 1?
No.
I need you to know that. Only
no, poor
because
bunny.
too late. All right. So
Kill Ella. He's gonna kill Ella.
What have
Guess I
you
need-
done?
Guess I need
There's
new
a fire
apprentice.
trap behind that door.
Jesus.
you say that you're a resident, and it's just like everybody like you guys don't see it, or like you see it, but then immediately forget that it happens. Like fireflies come flying out of underneath T's robe and into everybody, and everybody's just like, no, no. And you see one go into the little book that the arbiter had, and he's looking. He's just like, you said you're not you are a resident, huh? And you are a resident.
And at this point, I'm smirking like I knew where this was going all along, even though this just came into my head.
I was like, oh, shit. Okay. Yeah. And so he's on the back foot. Like he's real bad.
And I'm at this point, I'm going to try follow up. There is here, fellow or judges here to decide this case. You've been hearing so much about how Lord Arbiter is talking about the bigger picture, and I think, in fact, the bigger picture here is important, but not the bigger picture that he is trying to show to you. Instead, the bigger picture here, again, goes back to the question of knowledge. In this case, the value of knowledge and the loss of knowledge. Here, in this case, let us assume, for the sake of argument, because no one has contradicted it yet, that this moon or this planet was in fact going to come down and destroy a city, think as to how much information would have been in that city. And of course, as we all remember from another seminal case, Reedy versus 350 pounds more or less of aged cheese, is the value of facts when written on physical items. And with this, there we have to consider, if that city was destroyed, how much value of that information would have been lost forever. So, fellow judges here, well, not me as a fellow judge, I of course presume too much, but of course, all you fellow judges think, in this case, through his actions, he has actually earned money.
I'm gonna roll these two 20-siders right here are gonna be your sway. Like, let me tell you, that you already have a pretty good lead. So let's see what happens. All right, so once a success, you definitely swayed many of them. And it's just like in Warlord, something Isaac, something happens in the area. You feel like less pressed down. Like this whole time, your bewilderment feels like it might have been a charm on you as well. Like just like the severity of your charges has been like weighing down on you, but now like it is lifted significantly off of your back. And it's just like you guys T and Gemini, you guys both hear Phil, like, and not the Arbiter's voice, but in Phil's voice. God damn it, he might win again.
Yes.
And it's just like, we will return for final. I don't remember what they call it.
Deliberation.
Deliberations. Yeah. Phil's really fucked up. And it's just like, I hope nobody's robbing our dear museum of our sacred treasures.
Why would they just say that?
Why would no?
I don't.
You
So
just suddenly say that.
They just say it. Mods like this. Like I said, like there's gonna be a door right here, where Ella is, and you're down the hall,
No.
and now it's time for Ella to get that one.
What cards do I have? Like, can this be reversed by cards?
We can't affect ones. We can't affect ones in 20s.
Oh, but
Shields.
Shields. Shields are the correct
Shields.
answer.
Oh yeah.
So, you see Ella like just doing the damn thing. Like the whole time she's like so confident. You come back with your little clipping and you're walking down the hall and you see her spring the lock. Ella just became she. I'm sorry if you wanted it to be a he. I can change the pronoun. But they open the door, and it's just a fucking just spike trap comes flying out. Like darts come flying out of it, and you just see 4 of them like go right into it. 2 of them bounce off the shield that was just thrown at her, but the other 2 go like sink right into her chest, and she takes 2 damage. Like she hits the wall and falls down on her face.
Oh no.
And that is where we're at. Like,
Oh.
Yeah, it makes it way sadder when I put them, make them lay down, doesn't it?
Oh wow, that's depressing. Why would you do that?
Because
I
funny.
Why would you do that? Hey, Alan, come on. Why would you do that?
So they just came out of the
door,
trap
like,
door, basically.
yeah.
That wasn't thrown by anybody.
Yeah, doesn't seem like it was thrown by anybody, but she got like just thunk thunk.
Okay.
Yeah, you just put her in sleep mode.
All right. I'm gonna tuck her under my cloak and then use that to like tie her to my side, like, you know, baby wearing style.
All of these,
Child.
everybody
yeah.
is
Everyone's
swaddled
like going
around.
full papoose
Yeah,
or
swaddling,
whatever on
swaddling,
these
that's
rabbits.
I'm playing this fucking
gotta
card
move.
because I have the chance now.
baby.
Ella's getting fucking swaddled.
Ricket Warlord
Yes.
played this card, Swaddle.
I've been saving this card.
Bless you.
So yeah, so as
Aw.
long as she remains swaddled in your cloak like that, she is
Yeah.
safe. I will not hurt her until you are dead.
over my dead body. Exactly.
Yeah, but over your dead body. Like, I'm not saying that it's impossible to
happen.
hurt her. I'm just saying that harder. But yet, you look through and you see this fucking beauty. It looks like some weird, like, in real life, you feel like it's whispering to you. You feel like you can hear the story of your life being told. Like, and like, fast forward, not like you hear, and you were a baby, and like, it's just telling you all the notable things you've ever done. And it starts to warp your mind when it starts to tell you all of the things that you will do. And that's what's sitting in front of you. So, like, it's not that big. It's about the size of your forearm, I would say. It looks like
It looks massive.
It looks like an ancient stick. Yeah, it's just on a big, like, table. Yeah, it has like glass dome over it, but inside the dome, what you see behind it is Yoke. You see Yoke.
Mm-hmm.
You see Yoke, but not as it is. Not last time you saw it, but as it was when you were growing up. The ideal version of Yoke, that is what you see behind it.
All right, because when I use my AP, it says my spy glasses can be permanently upgraded. So that means that the effect is still going. I want to look at it with the spy glasses.
Give me a 20-sider. 2 20-siders.
2 20? Okay.
I think that's still up, right?
It is absolutely not.
Oh, it is not. I'm
Ah.
sorry. Just one.
No worries.
I believe in you, though.
Boon card.
What's the boon? Positive. Okay, yeah. So next step up. So it goes from a 9 to a success. Don't worry. Don't worry. As you were looking at this, hold on. I did not make the map for it because I did not think you were gonna study it. That's my fault. I'm stupid. Not stupid. I'm great.
You're amazing.
I know.
I can't-
Self-deprecating does favors for no one, people.
If it's already playing mind tricks on me, I want to look at it before I put it in my inventory.
It is fucking with you so hard. You see everything. You are seeing giant flocks of moths fly through the air. You are seeing red caps growing to ridiculous sizes. You are seeing planets that you think they're planets, but they actually turn out to be cucumbers all the way down.
Oh my God.
But they actually are like elemental beings. Like you are seeing Jotun, seeing. Well, you're not seeing Jotun. You're seeing a fire one. You're seeing a water one. You're seeing a lightning one. You see like one that's just like of earth, like just like rocks and stuff. But you are not seeing a ice one. That needs to be said because it was removed from existence. I am trying to locate something that I wrote.
Now, was it just that Jotun, or are there multiple Jotuns?
There are
all of them written out of existence.
I want to say there's only one of each element. Is how.
Oh, okay.
All right, I found what I needed. Just give me one quick second. I can show it to you. I was not expecting to show this to you guys today. But it'll tell Akhana what she's going to do.
Never underestimate a spy.
Never underestimate. Well, I wasn't underestimating. I just wasn't thinking that you were gonna look. I guess it was. That's my fault. So you, for a flash, just for a second, you see this.
Whoa.
Oh.
And it just flashes. You should see it for
man.
T. You wouldn't know this, but this is the Infinity Tree.
Yeah.
Like, well, you would know that it's the Infinity Tree, but you wouldn't know that she's looking at it.
Yeah. I just personally think, like, out of character, that's cool.
You know, Akhana, you know for a fact that this is a part of the root system of that tree.
Yeah, as soon as I saw the roots.
That's what this is. That is what T is asking to make a weapon out of. And like it is, like because you succeeded in your role, so I'm not gonna like take it away from you. I'm not gonna try to hurt you for it. But you know that thing is so important. It dwarves absolutely everything else in existence.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, I'm gonna hit my magic amulet and teleport this to the blink pack.
Oh, still putting it in the blink pack. All right.
Yeah. Do it.
I'll leave it you.
I try to. Yeah, you don't have to make a roll for that or anything. Like,
Oh.
Nope, just an ability.
yeah.
Cost
Huzzah!
3 AP.
Yeah, so yeah, you got it, and now get out of here, basically.
Yeah, we're gonna.
Cheese it.
Yeah, I'm gonna cheese it with her, especially with Ella on my back.
Alright, I am gonna ask you to make one more roll. It's not gonna be 2 more rolls because you already got rid of at least 2 of those security guards by unionizing them. This game's weird.
Fantastic. That was my side hustle plan.
Side hustle is to start unions.
Just, play with them until they
It's
leave.
fucking anti-Pinkerton. Let's go.
Oh no.
Alright.
Oh god.
Oh shit, did I not see? Oh, okay, tough. No,
Oh.
16. 16 is great.
16.
16's great.
My hand was
Oh.
shaking.
Yeah, you guys make it out just fine. Yeah, so like you're free and clear. You can leave the city if you want. There's multiple ways out. You can go to the docks and catch yourself a boat. Look how pretty these docks.
Ooh.
Or you could just be right back on the road. Like you got
No,
it.
yeah, I'm gonna chill on the road because that's where we left our bikes.
Okay, absolutely.
I also have to ride 2 bikes home while swaddling.
Don't worry,
man.
you've done it before.
That's true.
Oh.
All right, let's get to final
I
deliberation.
feel like such a bad person.
No worries.
I murdered the bunny.
She'd be fine.
Not murdered,
Okay.
just slightly
He's tough.
burned.
And
He's
it's just like,
maimed.
we're gonna flip a coin for like who goes first and who goes second. I'm gonna let Professor Winter, like you can tell me, do you want to go first or second, and you will go first or second.
I think in this case, traditionally when it's closing arguments, it's actually defense first, prosecutor second. So let's do that.
Okay, so you're gonna go first.
Yes.
All right.
Now, of course, all Juris here, ladies, gentlemen, both, neither, whatever your vote is, I'm not here to judge. You are in fact here to judge. And that is what I hope you do, is that you judge my clients completely and you judge my clients fairly. You've heard a good bit about information here, and information, of course, is key. You've heard, of course, some of the things about bad stuff that this information has been used for, but that defeats the purpose, doesn't it? Because ultimately, the central point of what we have to look at here and what we have to see is not whether information is used well or poorly, but whether that information gains or loses value, or leads to more information that gains or loses value. Here, we've already discussed previously what happened with this big moon, this ice ball. And of course, we've heard a little bit there about, of course, T, who is from Liminal. We all know this. We've always known this, so not much else to say there. But the critical point is, let's go back to that book, the thing that was mentioned at the very beginning of this case, and then mentioned this item, this recipe, this thing that was actually used. Okay, I will concede that it was not used lawfully first, but the question, this is not about liability. We already heard this at the very beginning. This is the question about damages. So the question you have to ask yourselves in terms of making this decision is, what damage was actually caused by using that recipe? Because that recipe is not seen everywhere. It is now one specific place. This incredible I'm sorry, what was it? A hotel, a spa, both? Please help me out here a sec.
Tengu, what do you plan on selling this recipe?
Yeah, it's an incredibly valuable spice. I want to be able to use it in the restaurant. Culturally, yeah, like that food is very important.
You see a lizard. A lizard puts his hand up in the audience. This little blue lizard. You guys probably can't see him until I walk him down to the thing. He's just like, I have a question. If this spice is so good and not just used as a weapon against their foes, I ask that he proves it. And he brings up like a little falafel, like the last half of his falafel that he wrapped in paper towel. He's like, may I please experience this for myself? And I will share it around.
Yes.
Of course, I think my client would in fact welcome a trial by Kokoki.
Yeah, and I bring out the spice. I was like, now I know I used this from the book. I do apologize again. Did not realize it was like copyrighted information.
But of course, please try it out there while I continue to serenade you with my words, if I would.
Because he encourages Gemini to like give them all, like just pour the whole thing on the, just give them all of it. Don't even just give them all.
Oh no, it is a one-use thing anyway.
Pour, pour it on there. Okay, good.
Yeah, it actually like makes it really funny for me. The idea like is instead of like sprinkling it, you are pouring it. That's very funny to me.
It's like shaking, like upending the baggie or whatever.
If it's a large enough falafel sandwich or whatever, then
it's gonna be shared between all of these judges.
Yeah, you gotta make sure it's well seasoned, evenly distributed.
They are all like, because you already made the roll for how good this stuff is. You already made that roll. You succeeded. Everybody in the crowd is just like really just like loving this falafel. Like, oh my god, why weren't we doing? Like, did we have this information? Wait, where did they put this information? And he's bringing this flavor back? Woo!
Yep.
Woo!
And with this there, you're in fact tasting the results of this information there. And you will note that he was not selling the recipe itself. He was selling the spice there, which think about how much more valuable that recipe is now that everyone, they don't know the recipe, they know of it. And
would like to state, I am also very willing to license, to pay a license for this information.
Of course, and here we are, and that is the sort of thing. There is it. This sort of trade of information is the lifeblood of what we have here. This sort of equivalent exchange, and that sort of trade is in fact I think would in fact be a reasonable settlement for this sort of thing, in order to provide the information and then provide more information in return. Of course, not spreading it over the world. We would dare suggest that. I mean, that would be... I'm just getting choked up even thinking about such a horrible thing, but that's not what we're here for. What we are here for is to provide this trade, and with this, to make sure that these crimes that were already said and already decided are made whole.
There's just a rousing round of applause from everybody. Like the whole it's just like you see Phil like just his eyes drop, and he's just like, I guess I have one trick up my sleeve. And Phil's just like, that was a moving speech, and he has to start like a couple of times to get the crowd to quiet down. That's how like impactful it was. He's like, that's all well and good. It's all well and good. We know. Fine, Gemini can make a good sandwich. Falafel! Gemini can make a good falafel. I understand he didn't, most of it was just spice, but whatever, I guess that's not the point. We are here to talk about profits. Profits! It's not about the good of the man. When have we, as dragons, as frogkin, as lizard folk, ever cared about the good of man? Look at them. Do they seem like they care about the good of men? They caused that hurricane that caused so many problems. They opened the rifts that allowed the New Corinthian Empire to come in and get addicted to drugs and then have the problems that they had. We don't know. Like, they have sided with those paper-faced fools multiple times, granted. They're a little bit weird. I don't know. And we remember what the world was like before these fools got those squirrels involved. That was weird, right? Now let's all have a good, calm think on this one. Do we trust an organization that is so willing to destroy, to just wreak havoc for the sake of what they think is good, for what they think is right, to pay us? Remember, I'm not judging them on their deeds so much as I am judging them on I don't think they're gonna pay us. Is the good of the people worth not making our fair share? We came up with this information.
Pull out a bag of gold and be like, I can pay.
He stops for a second and looks at you. He's just like, oh, I'm not against the paying. And you will see that in the chat we have a guilty, not guilty. You are all the judges. Please vote accordingly. If you believe they are guilty and you take my side, please vote guilty. If you believe that Professor Winter's wonderful dragon lawyer is correct, please vote non-guilty.
I have a quick question.
Absolutely.
If someone's trying to communicate with me right here, how do I do that?
What are they trying to do?
Oh,
Akhana sent you a message. Oh,
yeah.
So you would just get it. You'd just be like,
okay,
good to go.
Okay, so I can just be like, psst, 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 and no one hears me?
Yeah, nobody would hear you.
Okay.
Like, there is a loud, like, just everybody, like, looking back and forth. And you guys, you do see Stefan, the woman frog, the female frog, the pink one. She wasn't female because she's pink. I just felt like she was, you know? She's just, like, convincing everybody around her. She's like, not guilty, 100%. Like, why? Like, look at, you see TTs down there. Oh my god, I know.
He, like, gives her, like, a little wink the way that she can. Like, hey, bestie. Like, from... Yeah.
She's like, oh my god, I can't believe this. You know what? She's a good one. I absolutely love her. Oh my god, it's the best. It is totally looks like Not Guilty is going to sweep this one. But we got like 30 seconds left. I'm just worried that like something might change real quick, but I don't think so. I think it's just Zach and me voting guilty. Alright, yeah, so Not Guilty it is. You are successful, Juris. Like, you have, like, become a councilman. Woo! And, like, Phil is just like, Phil claps. He's like, you know what, I was hoping you'd win the whole time. He shakes your hand. He's so excited for you. Like, he's there. Oh, go ahead.
I'm actually going to whisper to him there. We both know they're not going to keep you off the council forever.
Oh, I know. I'm going to make it.
Soon.
Did you hear that the Septus person, like the Septus frog, she's gonna try next? It's like, I got her.
Yeah, I just stifle a laugh there. Yeah, that's gonna be a fun one.
Just like shaking your hand, and he pulls out, like he goes up to the podium and he pulls out like what looks like a golden pen that looks exactly like it looks like what Isaac had, but it's not. It's just like a pin, and he pins it to your robes, and he's just like, it's been a long time coming, friend.
Thanks, Phil. I'm glad it was you who could do it.
And he motions to the crowd. It's just like, motions to the crowd and to the players. It's like, not guilty on all charges. It's like, you all may go. Please enjoy our city. Like, I'm sorry for this little inconvenience that you had. I hope you can still have fun.
And make sure to get the food.
Craig's on Market Square.
Craig's on Market Square.
Craig's on Market Square!
Craig's on Market Square, yeah!
Craig's on Market Square! So yeah, you guys can go through the city and eat the food. Gemini, you make multiple connections for like interesting food and food vendors that you've never seen. The museum is currently closed because both the holiday that was taken due to the court, and also there seems to have been a slight robbery or a sleeping sickness has like overtaken some of the guards. Also, the unionizing has really like put a hamper on it, and due to the unionizing, they don't know what's missing for a long time. Akhana, you're good.
I do.
Oh, go ahead.
Oh, I also I'm probably going to be asking this, like, so about the whole like mentioning that, yeah, you don't think knowledge can be lost because of the trees, and you know the whole knowing about the Jotun thing, and then like wanting to set up like information trading between them and the Wanderpus crew.
Phil
beat me to it.
Because Phil's just like, it's Phil now, no longer the Arbiter.
Yeah.
And he's happy to like shake your hand. It's just like some people, and like he gives a knowing glance over to T, but then like snaps his eye back. Some people believe that the trees are the be all end all of information. They're not really, like, not to us.
No, of course not.
Of course not, right? Like, why? Like, why would we let ourselves and our history be dictated by something so fragile as a tree?
Do I hear this conversation?
Absolutely, you hear this conversation.
Okay. So, okay, go ahead. Sorry.
No, I was just saying, it's just like the trees are great repositories of written knowledge. Zach, can you roll me a 20-sider? I need to know how much I can tell you.
Okay.
I'm gonna keep the boon up, so you'll have this.
Okay.
The boon.
Still 2 rolls, or
No, just 1 roll,
Oh.
but I'll take the next step up unless it's a 1. So yeah, we'll count this as a 20. He's just like, you should know. The trees aren't the be-all, end-all. Like, you just have to don't write down all your knowledge. It's just like, I know that he's like, he sidles up to you. He's just like, I'm not supposed to tell you this, but I like you. Like, you're great. And it's just like, I'm going to treat you like a friend. So here's a bit of, like, insider information. Don't write down everything you know. Those flower problems, those bulbs that have been spawning everywhere, it's because you're writing all that shit down. Don't write it. Record it. If you write it into the word tree, what's the word tree gonna do? It's gonna try to make it reality. So, like, you are writing non-fiction from other planes. That's ridiculous. That's so dangerous. We weren't supposed to tell you. I'm not supposed to tell you. It's like, but we're friends here. We're all bros. Just don't write it down. Your reports don't have to be physical writing. It's ridiculous that you guys do it that way. The white caps? Oh my god! We'd never seen a white cap before until you wrote that shit down. You know how dangerous that is? You obviously know. It blew up your ship and started a hurricane.
Yeah, I mean, seriously, what were you thinking?
we just
Listen to
did
the
not
counselor
know.
here.
Yeah.
So just come on. All I'm asking you is just be a little bit more careful with what you're doing. Like, if you're gonna destroy the world, that's fine. We'll survive. We'll be fine. We're good. But, like, don't do it so meaningfully. T, you also know that this is the truth. You don't like things that are not written down because they are not recorded. Not really.
Yeah. So T's gonna walk up and just say, so how do you guys store and protect your recorded knowledge?
It's a simple situation. Have you heard of, like, and I will admit, be the first one to tell you that we didn't know about this technology until the Wander crew came around. But those from the other plane, I think it's called the Seasonings World, really are onto something. And he leads you into, like, the back room. He's like, come here. And there's just, like, wall to wall wax, like, cylinders and a phonograph situation. It's just like,
Oh
we
man.
we record it all in spoken word. We were thinking about, like, these look like little pods, so we were thinking about calling them pod stories. Podcast? No, that sounds wrong. But this
So
is how
I'm-
we store.
Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
No. This
You.
is how we store our knowledge.
Mhm.
And I hope it doesn't offend you. I know who you are. I know what you are. And I know you can destroy me at any moment. But you realize that was just a case. I was just playing a part.
Yeah, no hard feelings at all.
I was
Yeah,
just
no.
trying to win. I want to be a counselor. He is a counselor. Look at him. Give him a round of applause. Oh my
Good job,
god.
man.
Oh
did
man, that was
Yeah,
amazing.
Mark.
No
Can
need
you
for
believe
that. No need for that.
he did?
Hey, we're all lawyers. Well, no, two of us are lawyers here. You aren't, but
He
you know
stomped
I-
me into the ground. I was defeated hands down. I never had a chance.
no, you almost had us. There was some...
I never had a chance. Don't be silly. Like that final, like what could I do? I was arguing money at the end there. I was hoping they'd be greedier than they were.
And hey, be fair. I mean, you kicked my butt out on the street on that Stern v. Marshall.
Yeah, I got you there. I got you there.
So T walks up to Phil and she's kind of like, well, this is amazing use of the technology. I commend you for finding this path. It's amazing. But what is this? Huh?
He leans into you. He's just like, and no roots grown for this.
Yeah, no roots. But
No need for
oh,
pruning.
what about a vacation? But what is this notebook you carry?
Oh, it's simple.
I'm curious.
You know, it's just a little typewriter situation. It's just hooked into the liminal word tree. They don't know what's there, but we know. Prints up the leaves, we get information on everybody. What you need? You need something?
Interesting. Oh, okay. So out of character. I mean, he knows about everything, right?
He knows everything that has happened on liminal. Oh, he can. No, it takes time. He has to read it, but and research it.
Okay.
But he did all that work when the word tree said when the word tree said you guys were coming this way.
Uh-huh.
He knew and printed out everything about you.
Good
But
God. All
he
right.
couldn't be there as the word tree typed out new stuff, so he was stalking you guys and writing in his notebook.
Okay. So
I-
if she,
oh.
so go ahead.
Oh,
I
I also
don't-
wanted to ask,
Mhm.
so how do you catalog the recorded information if you can't write it?
Well,
to
for
check
this,
it?
for the written information, that's already been written down in the word tree, we just write it again. That's fine. Nothing happens if you write the same information down twice. Doesn't care. But cataloging, we do just have color-coded situation. And you'll notice that some of them are light blue to bright reds. Every color in between. It's just, we just have a color coding system. It's that simple. Just don't write shit down.
And now, out of character, I want to ask: does it have to be handwritten, or if something were typed out? would
Typed
that
out is the
count?
same as written down.
What if it were quote unquote
Letters.
written in a digital type format, but with magic or whatever?
That's asking a lot of questions. That's some stuff to test out in the future.
So she's leaning into Phil and she's like, so have you heard of our librarian nemesis?
I'm gonna be clear with you guys. We don't know about what happens outside of this world. I don't know how much I'm supposed to say. Counselor, please let me know if I overstep my bounds. He's on the
Good for
council
now.
now. There's a whole situation.
Now, just be careful. You know how this works. I trust
I
your
will-
judgment.
I will tiptoe around the situation. Thank you very much. You know what? Those robes are gonna look real good on you.
It's gonna look magnificent.
He's gonna look
Yeah.
so good in those robes.
He's-
I'm sad I'm not gonna be able to talk to you for a while until I get on the council myself. But it's not that long.
Yeah.
Oh, you're
If
not
you're
gonna be
not
able to communicate? What?
We can't. They're impartial. They're impartial. I can't.
That's
I
too
can't
bad.
change that.
Wait, so the
Hey,
council
that's
has to isolate themselves from the
They
rest
have
of
to
the...
isolate themselves. It's gonna be. It's been a long time since you were known as what did they used to call you? Dragon Rock. What a ridiculous nickname for you.
Yeah, good times, good times.
But anyway, alas.
Yeah.
So, we can't see what happens outside of this world,
Mm-hmm.
but we have seen your writings about, and like he says, like, this is what it says, and he opens his book, and it just says nothing. Whenever the librarian is mentioned, not a single word comes up.
Okay. All right. Well, one last question, and I'll quit bending your ear, Phil, because I know you have important things to do. You've got
gotta
things
make
to
it
get
to-
done around here.
I gotta
You've
make
gotta
it to
make it.
Craig's for dinner.
You've got to make
Craig's
it. But I'm
on
just.
Market Square.
Oh, yeah. Craig.
Yeah. I mean, we're gonna get some of that to go, no doubt, on our way out. I'm just curious where I can get myself a book like that, like you have.
Oh, he's just like, he pulls a little notebook out of his pocket. It's like, that's perfectly fine. Here, all you need to do is just run this into your typewriter. And he like points to a sprout. It's just like, it'll copy everything down. Give it 2 days. 2 days. Untouched. In 2 days, whenever you ask it, say out loud exactly the name. You need to know the name of the person you are looking to research. And then you will have exactly all the information you could possibly want.
That's very interesting. Thank you so much. You are so helpful. Phil, you are going to go places.
It was a delight to
Welcome.
have you here. I'm just so glad.
It's a delight.
Again, I am sorry that I had to be this person to all of you. But it's just the way
water
that
under the bridge.
Water
Water
under
under
the-
the bridge.
Thank you. Thank you.
So
It's just
I
like,
agree.
Sure, I'm sure you can. Of course, I'm a counselor. I have to be neutral. So, but I'm sure you and Phil can. I'm sure he may need some help. Time. I'm sure you could help him out to make sure get that. Make sure we keep things on a good foot and all.
Well,
I
and
would
Phil, you know how to
absolutely
get a
love
hold
that.
of me, and
Oh, I do. I know how to contact you guys when the time comes. And I will. I will contact you exactly when I need you.
Fantastic. We look forward to that.
And thank you all for coming. And he like shakes Warlord's hand. It's like, I'm sorry about coming down so hard.
No hard feelings, and I just wish you had been a bit more direct regarding this, because I'll be honest, you came off pretty suspicious and sketchy.
It's all part of the job. I thank you so much for it. And he still gives you the 2-hand handshake. That's just who he is.
It does not bother me. Other people might think, that's not okay. I'm just like, everyone's different. It's fine. It's fine.
And he walks up to Gemini. It's, Gemini, that falafel was inspired. It's like, oh, I can't even stand it. I had to be up here lying after I smelled what that spices did to our flavors. Oh, Lord. Oh, Dragon Lord.
No, it's like, now, yeah, like, I was able to learn, like, the other effect of it. It's like, that. I am interested in food.
I look forward to you learning from Craig on Market Square.
Craig on Market Square.
Craig on Market Square.
Craig on Market Square.
I hope to do lots of business with Craig on Market Square.
Oh, thank God.
You know where we need to go right now?
He just embraces Gemini. Like, he just gives Gemini the biggest hug, just, like, squeezes him close. Just like, you're my favorite.
Now, Phil, is there anyone who can help Gemini with this book, knowing that monetary exchange must happen so that he can get more spices to give more support to the economy here, to tell people more about the foods that you guys have here?
Most certainly. Again, I must say, Craig on Market Square.
Craig on Market Square.
He can read this book forward and backward. This is his recipe book. This is his. This is Craig.
Oh my gosh, this is
shit,
his. This is
yeah.
Craig's.
Just go to Craig. He'll be happy to get his recipe book back to pass on to his family, and he'll gladly pass on all of his recipes. I'm sure. Or perhaps you might even be able to hire him for your restaurant himself. As much as I love to have Craig on Market Square.
Craig
Ready
on
to,
Market Square.
Craig on Market Square anytime we're able to, but like I like to see our patron, like our citizens moving out. That's why I love Reedy so much. King Reedy, Reedy Ulysses, Frog King Reedy Ulysses. That's a hard name to say.
Yeah, I'm just
he's a
glad we
great guy.
decided to make a
He
reading.
does have a long name.
That guy's great. He's amazing.
And have you seen the circus he's joined? Oh, great.
He's getting
Oh no,
married
with my
on
new
Friday.
position, I'm gonna miss the wedding.
Oh, you're gonna miss the wedding! I will take all the pictures, and as soon as I become a counselor, I will show them to you.
Thank you. Oh, thank you.
I'm going. Just for the if I forget, Phil, the arbiter, is in Craig's Reedy's wedding. In case I ever forget that, don't let me forget that.
Nobody let him forget.
I'm gonna
that.
make a note, I guess.
Nobody let me forget.
We're gonna assault him with this knowledge. Craig is there.
That game is completely
Oh,
different. than
Craig
this
has
game.
to cover
Craig,
some of the catering.
Craig is catering.
Craig is catering.
Phil is
Okay.
there.
Craig's catering. Phil's. Okay. All right. I know this now. It wasn't so until right now. Anyway.
This is also absolutely going to be a hangout spot for Gemini from now on. He's gonna just be a frequent visitor to this town.
This is my favorite town I've ever made. It's so stupid.
Oh, great.
Yeah, you guys are free to go. You can go to wherever you need. Like Gemini is gonna pick up recipes. Isaac and Tia are gonna explore their libraries and they have libraries. They do have written word before they discovered that they shouldn't be writing stuff down. They have scrolls upon scrolls. T and Isaac, can you both give me a 20-sider?
Sure. Just one,
Don't
right?
want, yeah, just one 20-sider. And even if you get a 1, don't worry. 10, okay? I
Okay.
said don't worry about it too hard.
You
Um,
said-
Don't
it's a
too
good
hard.
thing you said that.
Man, that's a bad die roll.
Because I just had a 20, so I can't have anything good now.
Warlord, would you like information about the librarian, or information about the bookworm, not the librarian? The librarian's not written down, but the bookworm species. Or would you like a legendary ability? Information that will actively help you defeat the librarian, or a legendary ability.
So, you gotta know. Isaac fucking hates the librarian. So
Oh,
that
I know it.
legendary ability is nothing compared to the information I need.
Okay, so here's the information about the bookworm that you can use. The bookworm itself, no matter how big it gets, is just an animal. It is merely an animal. It is not an interstellar creature. They're not born that way. They steal little bits of information, but anomalous ones have been known to become very large throughout history. But no matter how large it gets, it remains an animal, a creature of limited intellect. That is all that it says, but it is saying a lot.
Isn't there a spell to give animals personhood?
Oh, there certainly is, but we only know one person that still retains that ability.
Okay.
That spell gave Vatna life. That spell is still known by one of our crew.
One person.
One person knows that one. I told everybody else they couldn't learn Bitter Gift, but I did tell B that they had learned it before.
So they can butter one person.
B has one Bitter Gift. And yeah, then we like cut to you guys walking away from town. Akhana like syncing up with you guys and like giving T the nod that she's got the item. Like Gemini loaded down with a backpack that in my head it's just one of those like wicker baskets with like a paper top for dim sum, but it's huge. And it's
Actually,
Grab
I
the
have
back
a-
of the bike.
I have a better way to end it because I played the card to get a legendary ability.
sure, let me know.
So I get so much out of Craggywear Square that like I try one of the fruit that he has in particular and just feel like energy surging through me, and suddenly I like realize I can turn into a bird whenever I want for free. So I just turn into a bird and just fly around screaming out, "Craig on Market Square!"
Right on Market Square!
On Market Square.
That's
Oh,
the
no.
only reason he'll ever use that ability. He's not gonna use it for anything else.
Nope.
Let's finish up these rolls for the crew. We were going the hard route with Midnight's plan, correct?
Yep.
All right. So I need 3 20-siders. The first one is for punching a hole successfully through the hallway.
All right, you want me to roll these?
Yes, please.
All right, I'm rolling them separately.
All right.
Okay.
Success. You guys have successfully punched a hole through it as you're going to lay. And the second one is going to be laying out the anchors at the correct distance.
Also, Leo played an intelligence boon.
I would say that this works for this next
Yeah.
roll. 9 turns into a success due to the thing. So yeah, you guys lay out the anchors at such a perfect distance that you will have 3 planes away warning when the librarian is coming back. And one more, please, for this is resealing it.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, so don't worry about it now. For giving 3 successes, do it great. You guys are wonderful. You seal up the rift as you that you left. You're not in any threat.
Can we get a column roll for the recording the space background music while the hallway is open? Sure. See any reason why not? Pew.
5 is a failure.
It's not. That's not a good one.
Oh man, that's
I already refunded
No.
that baby bird card.
Let's hold up.
no.
Hey, everybody! Before you play your cards, don't go crazy. Don't go crazy. Let's hold on to that failure.
Failures
hold
can
on
be
to
good.
Why?
That'll come up later. It'll come up later.
Ah.
I like it. It'll come up later.
What
I
about a middle of the road card?
You know what? I'm with Alan on this. I say we keep it.
If you all
Fun.
if you all want to change it, go for it. If
Leo
you
asked
want-
if it would count as intelligence or study, and I actually think it would.
Tough
Which would-
choice then.
Yeah. Let's go tough choice.
All of your instruments shatter. All of them.
Not ideal.
What?
All of the instruments shatter due to just the reverberation of it. You guys, the ship is flown off course a bit. You get back under control, no damage to anybody, but trying to record this is very dangerous. Whatever you grabbed, you have it. You have it, but you don't have a single musical instrument left to it. Or you grab a tiny bit of it. The tiniest bit.
I think a tiny bit, personally, is better than destroying all. I mean, it doesn't really feel like a tough choice. It's an easy choice not to destroy literally all of the instruments.
You don't know what information you got there. It was pretty good information.
Not at the cost of
All of our instruments.
all of our ability
Yeah.
to.
Let me break things, people.
I can't break a thing, not literally everything.
Here's all Ellen wants: to take arms and to break things. That's all he wants.
It's true.
I took a leg.
That's true.
I wasn't there for that, so it's not
I cut
canon.
Sep's leg right off. Don't even like Sep cut Sep's leg right off. Don't even fucking start.
That was the first leg.
You
That was the
almost
first
decapitated a
one.
bunny.
Still leg, that was technically correct, which is the best kind of correct.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, it's like,
Technically, all
wow,
it takes.
I can't believe, like, this game, we actually, like, did good?
Don't jinx it, it's not over.
Let me be very clear. You guys had a very good lawyer.
Yes,
True.
we did. Yes,
That's all
we
we
It
did.
was all. It was all the lawyer. All we did was give him the information he needed.
Yeah.
Thank you all for showing up to this game. I loved it. This game went better than I expected. Thank
This
you,
was-
Professor Winter, for the cameo.
Amazing.
Yeah.
This is great.
I was
I was like
hanging on every word.
screaming. Yes.
It was so
Delicious. Ah.
I was concerned. I'm gonna be honest. Leading up to this game, I was just concerned because of somebody, Captain, just saying, "Oh, it'd be a perfect fit." And I'm just
I
sitting
said
here
what
like,
I said.
You said what you said.
Akhana robbed a museum. Oh shit,
good.
Akhana.
Nothing of the
real
sort.
quick, everybody, pull back real quick. You hear the rewind sound. What is that?
What was that?
What do you do with the root? Do you give it to T? Does Akhana give T?
I mean, she trusted me on this mission. That wasn't the mission. I think, not that I don't trust her, because I do, but I think it's best to be studied in the lab.
T, what do you do to Akhana? Akhana
Do
won't give you.
you her?
Wow, that was
you do
quick.
about-
Damn.
Choice of phrasing.
She didn't even know I have it, to be honest.
I mean, you gave her the nod,
you
so
gave
she
her
I
knows.
gave
Yeah,
her
you
the
know,
nod that
give me
I
the
got
nod.
the globe thing. Oh wait, okay, so that was a root. I gotcha.
Yeah.
I was
Yeah,
thinking
that
about the
was the
flower
mission.
petal.
Oh no,
I
you can
got
use
it.
the
Oh,
flower
no,
petal.
no,
You
the
keep
root.
flower
The
petal.
root
That's
is
fine.
what I need. The flower petal. That's
You
you.
do whatever you want.
You got that. Spoils award. That's yours.
Yeah,
You
I want
do.
to send that to the lab to get studied.
All right, cool.
So science team on it.
Okay.
But
you
yeah, I
give
mean,
me-
she asked me to get that for her, so I'm definitely that was what my task was. So I'm gonna give it to her.
All right, well that'll come up later. Nobody worry.
Fantastic.
Don't fucking worry.
And
That's
I feel like T makes sure that Akhana is monetarily reimbursed
Fabulous.
oh, absolutely.
heavily. Like
Although
I'm
this
not
was
saying
bad.
like,
It's gonna look
grossly.
bad.
No, it's fine. It's fine. Akhana, what? You didn't? Who? What? You didn't?
But like, oh,
You're
you
not implicated.
dropped this
What?
bag of coins here.
Like, oh no! Look at what I
It
invited
just
you
fell
over
right
for
out of your
dinner.
pocket.
Just
Yeah, I
ching,
invited you
ching.
to my house for dinner, to my quarters, and like on the dinner table, just all these coins, and we had a delightful dinner. And you went home full,
What a
and your
nice
pockets are full.
to-go
And
box.
I fed your
Yeah,
Yeah,
to go
like-
container for my noodles.
Akhana, add
Yeah.
50 coins to your. Add 50
That's
coins.
a lot. Okay.
50.
hell yeah. And you still have your item that I gave you. Don't forget about that.
Yeah, T's packing money. T's got it. Don't worry about T.
It's raining
Oh.
over here.
Oh yeah. When we meet back up with Akhana, as we're like, asking the town and everything, I'm like, oh man, Akhana, I don't know where you were, but
After we leave,
I just like
Craig's.
start filling Akhana in on everything.
Dude, I was hanging out at Craig's. I thought you guys were gonna join me.
Craig's on!
Craig's on Market Square!
Everyone was yelling about it, and I was like, I found this place first, so
Yeah, no joke.
Oh, it was been on
I had
trial.
to
That was
treat my
kinda
little
fun.
bun to some lunch, and she's real tired, so I'm gonna take her back and take care of her.
Hey, what happened?
Your
Aw.
little bun.
No, she ate way
So
so
sleepy.
much. So way too
Your sleepy
much.
bun.
Just
God
face
damn it.
first and all that falafel.
Akhana, you ever been on trial before?
Can't say I have, sir.
Wouldn't recommend it.
Yeah. No, 1 out of 10 stars only because I have to have a star to leave a
Hey,
review. Like,
1 out of 3 of you loved it.
As long as you win, it's great.
Yeah, that's a very, very
Yeah.
specific condition.
Or
none
you
of
just
us
try-
agree with. Yeah, like it wasn't fun.
You could just not get caught.
Yeah, that would be ideal. Yeah,
I do
good
want to reiterate, Gemini is kind of an idiot.
It's totally fine. It's very
Your foot was so
fine.
far in your mouth, you're just chewing on your own ankle.
Shoe was so
We're
far.
good.
Your foot was so far in your mouth. You were puking shoelaces.
We just sort of pat him on the back and like we're headed home. Let's go, guys. Like, let's get the fuck out of here.
All right, yeah, you
We're
guys
not going
sent
to talk about this
like
Ever again.
ever again.
crew in the in between. You guys sent your alarms thing, so you pretty good fair warned about like if the librarian comes back. The fact is, it is only set to that, just the librarian. You don't get warnings from anything else, just librarian. And then like, yeah, we're good. You guys are all off the off it. T, you have your like item. We'll talk about later.
Yep.
And yeah, you guys have gotten away with it. And also you have like Craig on Mugget Squares recipes for like falafel and euros and
So I have 2 items now, though, right? Because Phil gave me an
yeah,
item.
Phil gave you the book. You definitely have that notebook as well.
Okay.
And yeah, so thank you all for playing the game. Again, I know I thanked you earlier, but Professor Winter, you did an amazing job.
It's so
I
good.
don't know why we asked you at the last minute. Like, Nika's been talking about asking you to play that part for like a week, and we didn't want to like overwork you.
Well, honestly, you got me at the perfect time. I've actually been on vacation since Friday, going back tomorrow, so nothing else. This is a good
Fabulous.
chance to get my legal brain working again.
Amazing.
Oh
It was
my
amazing.
gosh.
Just
Amazing.
Chef's kiss.
It was
chef's
amazing.
So good.
You did such
Yeah.
a good job.
You know the funny thing there? At least 2 of the cases I cited are real cases.
Yeah, they are.
Oh, shoot.
Insane.
So good. Just it was so good the whole way through. Like, absolutely loved it. I gotta get some fresh air.
Please tell me the cheese one was one of
Yeah,
the
right.
real ones.
Oh,
Not
God,
quite. I was basing that on United States versus, I think it was 48,000 pounds of shark fins.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Ah.
But thank you all very much. Thank you, Zach. Thank you, Akhana. Thank you, Kiera. Thank you, Warlord. You guys did fucking great. You did exactly what I was hoping that you all would do. You played those parts perfectly. Thank you so much. I loved it so much. I have to pee so bad.
Okay.
I am making
This
this
tradition.
chair go back and forth like all day.
United
Oh.
States via approximately 64,695 pounds of shark fins.
64,000, right.
Wow.
Wow. That's a lot of shark fins.
I'm
So
sorry.
I'm
I'll
gonna
have to
head
take
off to the
I'll just take-
bathroom again.
Yeah.
Thank you all so
Okay.
much. Oh my god, this was great. I love this game. It definitely ranks as one of my favorites.
This was awesome.
Alright, I'm a bounce. Thank you so much again. See you guys all on Friday for Reedy's bachelor party.
That is true. We have 3 games back to back again this coming weekend, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, as well as some portrait giveaways on Thursday. So I will see you all on Thursday, assuming that we don't like Monster Hunter a little bit during the week, but we'll see how that goes. But thank you all so much. This was a riot. Bye forever.
Bye
Craig
forever.
on Market Square.
Bye.
Greg on Market Square.